Jiggly Caliente, born Bianca Castro, didn't just walk that path, she blazed it with fire, wit, and unapologetic heart. From a small town in the Philippines to the global stage of RuPaul's Drag Race, her story is one of triumph, struggle, and a legacy that still burns bright. Let's dive into the life of a queen who changed the game forever. Jiggly's story starts in San Pedro, Laguna, where she was born in 1980. At 10, she moved to Queens, New York, with her mom and brother, chasing a new life in America. Bold even as a kid, she once got expelled from first grade for standing up to a bully, pencil in hand, no less. By middle school, she was open about her identity, telling her mom she was gay. Her drag journey kicked off with a name inspired by Pokémon's Jigglypuff, a nod to her playful yet fierce spirit. Under the guidance of her drag mother, Chevelle Brooks, Jiggly Caliente was born. But this was just the spark of something massive. In 2011, Jiggly strutted onto RuPaul's Drag Race Season 4, bringing humor and dance moves that made her a fan favorite. She clashed with queens like LaShawn Beyond, who famously snapped, "This is not RuPaul's best friend race." A line still quoted today. Jiggly placed 8th, sent home after a lip-sync battle with Willem, but her charm left a mark. She later popped up in the Season 6 finale, grilling Bianca Del Rio with a viewer question, proving she was never far from the spotlight. And what happened next would take her far beyond the workroom. Jiggly wasn't content with just drag. She hit the acting scene in 2015, snagging a role as a shop owner in Broad City's Season 2 finale. She kept the momentum going with gigs in Search Party, Playing House, and a standout role as Veronica in Pose, diving into the heart of New York's ballroom culture. In 2018, she danced behind Christina Aguilera for a fashion show and joined Peppermint on Saturday Night Live for a sketch that had everyone talking. Her star was rising fast, but she was just getting started. Music became Jiggly's next frontier. In 2018, she dropped her single, FC Boy, followed by her debut album, THOT Process. This wasn't just any album, it was the first hip-hop record by a Drag Race alum, packed with heavyweights like RuPaul, Sharon Needles, and Manila Luzon. She also lent her voice to the Christmas Queens albums, with her Ratchet Christmas video becoming a holiday hit. Jiggly's music wasn't just catchy, it was a bold statement of her identity and artistry. But there was another side to her that made an even bigger impact. In 2016, Jiggly came out as transgender, becoming the 5th Drag Race contestant to do so. She didn't just share her truth, she fought for others, co-hosting Translation, the first all-trans talk show on a major network, alongside queens like Peppermint and Carmen Carrera. "Drag was the awakening for my transness," she told Mega Magazine, inspiring countless fans. Her advocacy extended to Drag Race Philippines, where she judged for 3 seasons, uplifting Filipino drag talent. Yet, her journey wasn't without heartbreak. In April 2025, Jiggly's family shared devastating news. A severe infection led to the amputation of most of her right leg. Just days later, on April 27th, she passed away at 44, surrounded by loved ones. Fans and queens like Michelle Visage and Jinx Monsoon flooded social media with tributes, calling her a luminous presence. Some online chatter speculated about the suddenness of her decline, with rumors swirling about her health, but her family only confirmed the infection. Her loss hit hard, leaving a void in the drag world. And that wasn't the only storm she weathered. Jiggly faced her share of controversies. In 2023, she caught heat for an Instagram story about a Taylor Swift impersonator in the Philippines, sparking backlash from fans. Years earlier, she called out Drag Race for its handling of trans contestants, joining a revolution amongst the rebels after RuPaul's controversial comments in 2018. Jiggly never shied away from speaking her mind, even when it ruffled feathers. Her courage defined her, on and off the stage. Jiggly Calient's legacy is undeniable. She broke barriers as a Filipino-American trans queen, redefined drag with her music, and fought for a more inclusive world. Her infectious energy and fierce wit touched lives globally, from the drag race stage to the streets of Manila. As we remember her, one question lingers: how will her trailblazing spirit inspire the next generation of queens? Jiggly's light may have dimmed, but her fire will burn forever. Back in the late 1950s, a young kid from Gary, Indiana, was making waves at Tennessee A&I. Barnett didn't just play, he dominated, leading his Tigers to 3 straight NAIA championships from 1957 to 1959. That's a dynasty most fans have never heard of. But that wasn't the whole story. When Barnett hit the NBA in 1959, he brought that same fire. By 1965, he was dropping 23.1 points a game, landing in the league's top 10 scorers. The man could score, and he did it with style. But what happened next would cement his name in history. Enter the 1970 New York Knicks. Picture this: Madison Square Garden buzzing, the Lakers on the ropes, and Barnett right in the mix. That team, stacked with legends, took down Los Angeles for the Knicks' first ever title. Barnett wasn't just along for the ride, he was a key piece. And there was more to come. 3 years later, in 1973, Barnett helped the Knicks grab another championship. Fans loved his smooth moves, earning him a spot in the 1968 All-Star Game. His game was effortless, almost like he was whispering to the ball. But his story didn't stop on the court. In 2022, a documentary called The Dream Whisperer brought Barnett's college days back to life. It showed how his Tennessee A&I squad broke barriers and set records. Suddenly, fans were rediscovering a legend. And that wasn't the last surprise. Fast forward to 2024, when Barnett finally got his call to the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Fans on X were buzzing. Some said it was long overdue, with rumors swirling about why it took so long. Was he overlooked because of his quiet demeanor? Nobody knows for sure, but the debate's still alive. And then, something unexpected. On April 27, 2025, Barnett passed away at 88. The Knicks honored their hero, whose number 12 hangs in the Garden's rafters. He left behind a legacy of grit, grace, and 2 shiny rings. But here's the real question.